Hello and welcome to the second game of this best out of 3 for the grand finals of the Neolution GosuCup number 7. We are here with Zenith and Rising Stars. Rising Stars are one game down. They need to force out a game number 3 if they would still want to take the first place. Zenith already taken the first place away, the first game away from Rising Stars. Zenith, who made it through the loser bracket to get here, while Rising Stars through the winners bracket hadn't dropped the game before they lost just now to Zenith. We of course will be bringing this game together because I'm not here by myself. I am joined by Skim. Welcome back.
Hello, and thanks for having me once more. It's the first game really actually was as exciting as I hoped it to be, and I hope the second is going to be even better.
Are you hoping for Tusk?
Yes, indeed. I want to hear your Tusk impression.
I'm sure you do. I do that often when I pop though with my sister. But yeah, it's interesting. Zenith has been showing us some interesting heroes today. We've seen Invokers, Tinies, Pudges, Wisps.
Yeah.
Slarks. What else? Other heroes.
Not sure, but they definitely deliver. They really invoke. Oh yeah, you mentioned Invoker.
Yeah, they pick unorthodox heroes. We're gonna see if they can do that again. They ban out a Rubik, which is indeed quite unorthodox for this one. We'll leave the Bat Rider and the Darkseer rather in, or at least unless Rising Stars ban it out right now. We have the Nyx Assassin Bat and Rubik getting banned out there. Let's see what Rising Stars, they ban out the Lifestealer again. We get some sound, and they pick up the Darkseer, so that's probably the one that Zenith wanted to have.
Yeah, I think so too. But they, well, Darkseer is. Actually, I really like the hero in general, although I really dislike all the nerfs he's been getting from like the vacuum. It feels like he's not as impactful as he used to be, but he's still a really good hero, really flexible in laning, and I praised XTT for his Darkseer performance before the last game, but he really didn't play that well, and we'll see how XY in this game will handle him.
Wait a second, did you just say you praised XCT how he played as Darkseer and then he said he really didn't do well?
Yeah, I praised him before the game. I was like, oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was gonna say like, okay, that sounded like a big flame, but no, yeah, I agree. I would like to see the Darkseer as well again. I mean, he's normally a playmaker, and which caster doesn't like that, right?
Exactly.
And they pick up a Treant with that. We've seen a lot of Treant today already. IO and Alchemist for Rising Stars this game. I mean, they had the Alchemist in the previous game as well, but they didn't have the IO with it. So we're gonna see them picking up that. OD banned out together with a Gyro there. So solo mid's getting banned out by Rising Stars, and it carries for Zenith. And yeah, Treant Protector is there.
Yeah, Zenith, most likely. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Slog pick right now, because they really like to couple it up with the Treant, just because he can be really aggressive and he can dive and without getting anything back for it, or without getting punished for it. And if it's not the Slog, maybe we're going to see an Invoker again. I mean, we have seen it work out, the Treant just making up for the fact that Invoker has to buy damage first and not care about region at all. And the Living Armor is just amazing to help out with that.
Yeah, Living Armor OP.
Indeed it is.
Kinda curious to see if Rising Stars wants to go for an aggressive trial-in up against him, or not. Just to force those Living Armors away from those solo lanes. Because, yeah, like you said, I mean, it just makes such a big difference.
It really does. It really does.
And a Slark ban. They don't want to face that again. They won't need to. Dragonite banned out by Zenith. They didn't use that much bonus time for Zenith themselves, even though in total I guess they both used about the same-ish amount. But they took a long time to think about that Slark ban.
Yeah, they really did. And I think it makes sense. I mean, Zenith feels so comfortable with this Slark. They at least want to push Zenith somewhat out of their comfort zone. And they're really versatile with this Slark as well. I mean, picking up the Slark doesn't reveal too much. They can put him on the safe lane, they can put him on the off lane. Even in the tri lane or in the mid, they're so versatile with this hero, so you don't want to give it away that easily.
Yep, I agree. Sorry if you hear a loud purring in the background. I realized that my microphone might have picked it up, but oh well.
Your cat?
Yeah.
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 That was cute.
He is cute sometimes, and sometimes he's just plain old annoying. Like most. I could say I can pick him, like I was gonna say like most males are, because it's a male cat, or like most animals are. Like I wasn't sure what to say there, but yeah, we are Seeing again Rising Stars taking their time, this time to go for a pick though. And this pick will of course be defining a bit more what we can expect from Rising Stars. They pick up a Shadow Demon. They think that's a very neutral pickup.
Yeah, it is. It couples well with the Alchemist, also with the General. It's a really good pickup because it can be played both defensively and also has a lot of aggressive potential. So
Yeah, counter initiation potential is very big with them as well. Indeed, I mean
exactly.
as soon as someone goes in on you, you disrupt them, and then you make sure that you position yourself like perfectly to get your tether stun, to get your unstable concoction already charged up and all that jazz, and you got yourself a kill. Most likely.
Yeah, exactly. So Zenith, they're taking their time as well. I think this would have been a Slark pick if it had been banned out, so maybe that's why they're taking their time. Usually you see Zenith really quick with those picks.
We have seen very fast drafts these games.
Yeah.
Like the entire day today already. But they end up going for the Queen of Pain. So I'm kind of hoping Yama take Queen of Pain.
I hope so as well. He's a really good Queen of Pain player.
I agree. So we'll see what they'll end up getting. Or end up doing with that. But yeah, taking their time. Yeah, like again, I'm quite surprised that they take so long. We've seen such fast drafts the entire day.
Yeah, I think this is somewhat of a respect towards each other, just showing that they don't really feel that comfortable anymore. I mean, Zenith, when they've played yesterday in like the lower rounds against seemingly weaker teams, they just snapped. They didn't even think. It felt like ISS already knew what he was going to pick before he actually did.
Yeah.
So like, and this just goes to show that there's a bit of respect going on. And Rising Star is still going with the Kunkka. I'm surprised because it feels like the Kunkka didn't really work out last game.
Yeah, because they go for this again, right? Last game they had Alchemist, Shadow Demon, and Kunkka as well. Like, yeah, not too sure if that's the right thing to go for here again. Zenith will do something different, and they'll have an IO there, which is great. But I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like this, again, this Kunkka pickup didn't really work out. Oh wow, Venomancer.
I like it.
Highly unusual.
And again, I mean, we haven't seen this hero yet today. Like, Zenith is increasing our hero pool greatly today.
Yeah, they really are. And I hope this... Well, I suppose this is going to be support Venomancer, right? It's not going to be some sort of mid-Venomancer or stuff like that.
I think a support. Maybe they go for an all-green lane. Treant Protector, Venomancer, and Viper.
They had an all blue lineup yesterday. With Wisp, Ursa, and other stuff. All heroes had the blue background.
Oh, Nature's Prophet picked up by Rising Star, so they dealt with that. Like, that was in the hands of Zenith in the previous game, and now they're gonna try to use it for themselves. So they also, just like Zenith had last game, they have a lot of global presence here. They can relocate, they can TP to somewhere, so all of a sudden, instead of facing one, you're facing four. It could happen. And Zenith has to be wary about that. But now that they know that the Nature's Prophet is also there, I mean, the Wisp was picked up very early, so that already made Zenith know, like, okay, you know what, we're gonna have 5-man Dota going on at some point.
Yeah, I think they had to see it coming. They now need still a carry. I'm not sure which carry in this scenario could work out. I don't know, I'm somewhat thinking about an anti-mage just to split push themselves. But as you mentioned, if they do want to go for the team fight potential, what carry is still there that is going to be really good in those team fights? Maybe a Luna?
I would like a Luna. We haven't seen her today.
That's true. It's very true. But the thing is, she's really squishy, and as soon as Wisp hits level 6, which is supposedly going to be like 8 minutes in, then she's really easily ganked.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, they're really taking their time. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, they make sure that they use almost everything.
Yeah.
And I don't like this.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You do?
Oh my god, yeah.
Is this aggressive trial lane? Because I've seen that before.
Nah, they played it yesterday, and this was just Ice on the Brood Mother offlane, and he just got a triple kill as a Brood Mother. That was really weird.
If you're playing a Brood Mother against a lineup that is so global as Rising Stars, the Broodmother effect doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get ganked.
I completely agree. I don't see the idea behind this pick. Fighting split push with split push is not going to work out when there's like a Wisp and a Nature's Prophet there.
I'm kind of curious. What I have seen before is Broodmother on the offlane, still aggressive trailing with the Venomancer there, as well as well, Enchantress instead of a Train Protector. But I think Train Protector would be doing okay as well. So maybe they want to do something like that, go for an aggressive trailing with that, and then I would understand. And then it's gonna be very tough to deal with that, because that's gonna be pushing very hard. But let's see where everybody is gonna go. Looks like we might actually see Ice going towards the safe lane. I believe this also was one of his signature heroes a long time ago, but he'll be playing the Broodmother this game anyway.
Yeah.
Mid lane, it does go the way of Yamate's Queen of Pain, so I think everybody is going to be really happy with that. XY will be on the Darkseer, it will be Ice on the Venomancer, and then we'll have, of course, Freedom playing the Train Protector, so this could be indeed an aggressive trial lane. Gale, level 1 ability, one of the strongest, 50% slow. If you add an Iron Shell to that, yeah, you're like, that target's not going to survive, no chance in hell.
And on the Radiant side, on Rising Stars, it's Xiaotuji for the 5th time today, maybe, on the Alchemist. It is Super on the Wisp, XDD playing the Shadow Demon, Air once more on the Conka, and XTT on the role of the Nature's Prophet. And this, I think their lanes are going to be somewhat more standard with the defensive, at least dual lane, maybe even trail lane. Well, let's see if the Shadow Demon is actually going to rotate back into the mid lane.
Yeah, if the Kunkka is gonna stand there again, because of course we saw the Kunkka solo mid in the previous game, but the game before that we saw the Alchemist in the solo mid.
Yeah. I think against the Queen of Pain, it's, I don't know. It feels like it's harder to kill her, but it's more necessary to have the Shadow Demon on lane to get, to win the lane.
Yeah. We saw the Shadow Demon combination with the Kunkka previous game, and even though they managed to kill off that Slark once, if you don't kill off your opponent when you're dual laning mid, you're screwed.
Yeah. The Queen of Pain, she got pulled. She has an Null Talisman, Regen, and branches, so...
Ooh, freedom. Generous Train Protector.
Indeed he is, and he is going to be even more generous with all those living armor charges.
Yeah. It's like... I like the aspect of Train Protector. If, like... I don't necessarily like playing Train Protector, because all you do is sit in the jungle farming creeps, or like neutrals, like pulling and stacking, and spam out your living armor. That's all. Like, that's your game right there. But he brings so much. He makes so much possible, and that's the thing that I like about a Train Protector. The dubious hero.
Yeah, I agree. I find it really annoying to play against, but the idea behind the Train Protector is really nice because it enables so many picks. Like, the Invoker pick wouldn't have been able if it wasn't for the Train Protector.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
and
really...
a lot of off lanes.
Yeah, exactly. And you can play so aggressive because there's, like, when you have a Slark, you can just dive 2 towers because there's living armor. So...
Why are we paused?
I don't know.
Zenith needs time.
Probably still smoking.
Yeah, we're waiting 2 minutes so that I can see where Rising Stars is at.
Next level strat.
Next level, yeah. But yeah, Rising Stars, they had smoked up, so they're looking for a pick-off perhaps, but they won't be able to find anything. They will see instantly that there is gonna be an aggressive tri-lane, because they placed that ward, unless Zenith comes from the sidelines, then they will be able to see it.
It's a really, really nice ward against an aggressive trail lane. You can also just see all the support coming in, and if there's some rotation coming out, but yeah. Oh, there's
disruption, but here comes the rest. And there's gonna be someone charging up his own stun. Looking for the Gale, finds it on 2. Iron Shell doing some damage here as well. Here comes Living Armor helping out. There should be at least one person going down. Is it gonna be XCD? It looks like it. The slow is gone though. One more hit will still do the job, and it is Ice that picks up the kill, and that is the first blood drawn by Zenith. And they were waiting. They were baiting it out on X-Spy, it felt like.
Yeah, it really felt like, and the coordination was really great. At first, all their damage went towards the Alchemist, but they immediately changed targets because they knew, okay guys, the Shadow Demon is a much easier target to kill. And it paid off. They were ahead on this trial lane and gaining a bit of advantage. That's a fine career, I mean, that's great.
Yeah. That's why having your first blood on support, like, of course you want your farm to be on your carry, but a first blood support is gonna mean so much. Your support is gonna be able to be so active, gonna be able to spend his gold. Have yourself a flying courier already very early on, obviously, and I mean get boots earlier. He has got himself now a magic stick as well, and yeah, that's just gonna help him a lot. He does have no mana for another gale though, and now he has again, but that's just a very expensive spell. But I mean, magic stick is gonna help him do that. Next time they initiate, he'll sure get some stacks. And clarity will allow him to get back up as well. Question is, when are they gonna go again? And are they actually gonna try to dive? Because they can. They've got a train protector. They can dive.
Yeah. Speaking of diving in the mid lane, I think Yamate is really, he's looking at it. I mean, look at the Kunkka. He's so low on HP.
And he doesn't have a bottle or anything just yet. Does have a salve, which he now pops, so we'll be back to full HP soon. And he has got some support as well. Disruption comes in. Here comes the Torrent, but yeah, there's already living armor up on Yamate. Should be able to blink away just fine, and he's actually not even going to try to blink. He's just going to walk to throw out some harassment back.
He might actually go for... nah. But yeah, he's just harassing them so hard.
And living armor makes him so confident.
Exactly. And in general, killing the Queen of Pain in this lane is really hard. I mean, of course you can hit the turret, but if there's no soul catcher on it, she can just blink away, and there's not enough burst damage to actually kill her. Unless he overextends.
Yeah, let's see though. He's gonna do it again. There goes the thing. Yeah, that's still the torrent rather, and that's still gonna be the blink away again. He's gonna get forced to have all the living armor charges up on him though, and that will actually help out the aggressive tri lane, because they can't really go in without it. And next ET actually is also not gonna get dive without having living armor up on Ice.
That's true.
Yamate has to be still careful, because one disruption right now could have actually cost him his life. But Air doesn't have any mana, doesn't have a courier that is flying, does have his bottle in the courier, but it is just jumping forwards and it's going really slow.
It really is,
Oh, XCT? Wait a second. Oh, there's no soul ring yet. If there was a soul ring there ready at on Ice, he would have had himself a kill.
20 gold.
20. That's painful. Kinda painful. Oh well, for people wondering, for people that just joined, this is of course game number 2 that we see in the grand finals of the Neolution GosuCup Asia. Number 7, rather. And one of these two teams is gonna take home $500. And of course the honor of winning this game, we have got Zenith on the dire side with Rising Stars on the Radiant side. I say that this is game number 2, game number 1 taken by Zenith in the end. Very even game. And I'm hoping the same thing for this game, as we're gonna see initiation here. Up on Yamate again. This time the Wisp is here as well, but the Blink is still there. Is it gonna be enough? The Spirits will be able to get the kill though. Shadow Demon in the end getting the last hit, but that is gonna be Yamate still going down. They should now try to go on the Alchemist though, because they know everybody is not there. Like nobody is there. The supports are all mid.
But they would have to dive the tower, and he's fairly tanky, and he can still charge his stun.
The creep wave comes in. X-Spy took down the entire creep wave here.
That's true.
Pops the self. They are gonna go for this. They know
probably.
that he is here, looking for the wards. They find them instantly, knowing where he is. He can't escape, or can he? The Gale will actually still hit, even though he almost backed up. XTT coming in with a TP. Stun getting charged up. So 2G will be able to land that dual stun, taking a lot of damage. Wisp though, not enough levels to TP him out of that one. X-Freedom will take a fall there. XY will be dying as well, and that's going to be 3 down on this bottom lane. It's going to be 1 down again on the mid lane. It is going to be also, actually Broodmother was able to stay alive on the top lane. That's great, but that's the only one that lived here in total. Darkseer, Venomancer, and the Train Protector all died bot. Queen of Pain dying middle again for the 2nd time, obviously. And that's pretty painful. That's 4 heroes. Oh, and this is gonna be 5. Or not. Living armor. Tower. Yeah, that's... In the end, within the span of a minute, that's a complete wipe for Zenith. On Zenith's side.
Yeah, kind of overextending on both parts. Both the tri lane and now Ice. A bit too overconfident. In the mid lane, it was actually quite nice. They initiated on the Queen of Pain, and she just counter-initiated and got a return kill on the Kunkka. She got the XP. And Kunkka didn't, so that was definitely not bad from Yamate, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean they got the Alchemist as well, but it's not worth it. Oh, Yamate trouble, living armor, gonna help him out. Is it gonna be enough? X marked spot will allow him to not blink, and that's gonna be a kill again. We're on the way of Rising Stars, and they are looking good.
That was a bit too greedy from Yamate. He got the living armor and thought he could maybe go for the kill here on the Shadow Demon, but instead he should have just jumped away immediately.
Yeah, by the way, I think this is, or was it? Ah, it was a different Queen of Pain. We saw a Queen of Pain earlier today that had actually watched a lot of games. So that the Queen of Pain outfit that the Premier League gives actually got like bigger, better.
Yeah, in general, all these Asian players they all have
have
tickets.
them.
Yeah, they all have tickets to like the Western
Everything.
tournaments.
We see a defense courier, a Premier League outfit. It's all there.
And Starlet and Premier League HUDs as well. So
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's nice. I like that.
it's really nice.
Yeah, we do have a tower going down, of course, on the bottom lane. That's something that Zenith really needed. Oh, Zautuji looking for the stun. Can he find it? Yes, he can. Living Armor is there. Is Freedom gonna be able to help him? Leech Seed is needed. Nature's Skies may be able to keep him alive here, and actually it does! Oh, don't run away from the trees! XY, stick to the trees! To the trees. No? Okay.
Oh, Queen of Pain comes in.
Oh, Disruption gonna be out there to help him out though, or is it gonna be enough? It's a question. Here comes another stun. Sun's up a Yamate. Might have just got himself in a bit of trouble. The Demonic Purge is gonna be there. Sonic Wave will almost kill off XCD, but ends up only killing off the Queen of Pain. Torrent, X mark the spot, by Ice. Ownage. That's not a sound that you want to hear 7 minutes into the game if you're Zenith. That means that there has been 5 kills in a row for Rising Stars with nobody dying on the side of Rising Stars themselves.
Yeah, Yamate's game so far has been horrible. I mean, he died 4 times, and he just wants to come in, get a gank on the Shadow Demon, and just get a quick and easy kill, and then suddenly he just dies instantly.
Yeah, in the meantime, Broodmother did manage to take down the tier 1. I mean, the whole Broodmother effect thing is still going, but the moment that Wisp reaches level 6, she's gonna have a very tough time. And look at her inventory. The Wisp, by the way, super. Already having Anadust of Appearance, already having a Sentry Ward. The moment that he hits 6, that Broodmother is done for.
Yeah. Looks like ISIS is going straight for the Orchid. Makes a lot of sense, but well, at least he's farming well. Looking at the gold per minute, he's actually leading the chart. Net worth as well. So ISIS is actually doing a good job in terms of farming.
Yeah, the tower, of course, helping out a lot there as well. As we do have Ice maybe trying to go for the Shadow Demon here, the Gale hit, but yeah, with that Illusion Rune, you're not gonna get that by yourself. Maybe Zenith, maybe Ice can take down XCT. Look at the damage.
Oh, bottom lane.
And that's enough. They get the kill. Bottom lane sees the
Wisp really close to dying. If the creep wave hadn't come, that would have been a really dead Wisp. And that was just the Treant hitting twice.
Ouch. Treant can hit hard.
Yeah.
Like 95 attack damage. Like compared to the Wisp, it's only 54.
Mid, they tried to initiate on the Quap again, but
yeah, the boat went, but this time Yamate able to get himself away. He died 4 times though.
Really not having a good game.
Not at all. And I'm really curious, because if we look at the lineups and we compare like their potential, we see of course there's an Alchemist and a Kunkka on the side of Rising Stars. What late game is going to be keeping Zenith in this game? Is it only the Broodmother?
Nah, they really don't have a late game basically.
No,
I mean,
they have to split push.
Yeah,
the Brood
exactly.
And get themselves racks early on. Disruption,
Oh,
wait a
Yamate.
second. That's gonna be one, maybe dead. Yeah, dead. Queen of Pain. Boom.
Once
Kill
more,
HP up on the Shadow Demon.
yeah. Once more, Yamate a bit overextending himself, standing at the tier 1 tower just to shoot out a Shadow Strike onto the Kunkka. Oh, top lane.
Stun, Broodmother trouble, and hey, look at that! IO level 6, and instantly Broodmother gone.
Yeah.
Who knew, right? Not like we predicted that would happen.
Ah, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, this was the first time that IO showed that he was level 6, perhaps? And that's why he got surprised?
Yeah, but still, it's going to keep happening, I think. If they ward a bit more aggressively, they can repeat that so often.
I think so too. I mean, yeah, we have 2 towers down instead of Rising Stars, and the gold graph is definitely still in favor of Zenith as well, but they're not getting anything with the gold that they get.
Well, they get a mech now, but that's also they have to force those fights if they want to make use of this mech.
They can't allow to have the game going on too long.
Yeah, and the problem with that is if they want to force the fights, Broodmother is probably the worst hero to engage in team fights with. She's
not gonna be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Disruption gonna be there. XCD taking a lot of damage from that Leech Seed already, but the boat comes in. XY taking a bunch of damage. Ice Shell's there, but it doesn't matter. He goes down. Can they find more? They're looking for the tree. Tree tries to go invis, but there's, of course, a lot of detection. Nice Sonic Wave. Almost gets XCD, but Yamate, that's not worth throwing your life away for. I mean, he gets the Shadow Demon, but goes down. 3 down for 1 Shadow Demon. No. That's not how you trade kills.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I'm not sure what Yamate was doing there. His decision making in this game has been quite questionable. I mean, staying there was also risky, even though he was in an invis rune. I mean, they have sentries, they have dust, so, and then revealing himself, that was just questionable, to say the least.
In the meantime, Ice tried to push on the tier 2. I mean, that's what he has to do. His team has to have long, drawn-out fights, and then he can take down towers in the meantime, but he's not getting it.
Yeah, and these fights are not even drawn out. I mean, it took them, what, like 15 seconds to kill all of them?
Yeah.
And immediately Xautuji TP'd in, aced spray, and then Ice said he has to retreat, otherwise he's just feeding the spiderlings.
It's yeah, it's troublesome. I don't know what do you think Zenith should do right now? Oh, relocate. Want to go for it? And hey, Broodmother, you're by yourself. You're dead. That's how it goes, and that's how it will go every single time. That relocate is off cooldown, and they know that Brood is on the top lane. They'll go and kill him off.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Zenith, and what they can do is maybe play a lot more safe, not like Yamate is doing right now. That's not safe.
Not safe at all. Treant armor might help him out though, and they should actually welcome back in. What's he doing? There we go. That's a blink away. Boat comes in, but doesn't really do anything. Ice might be in some trouble here. Is there gonna be something more? There's gonna be a torrent and a feather stone and a kill. Nice pick up on the Veno TP incoming from the Darkseer. Zenith, they want to try and fight this, but the disruption will set up for the Kunkka to maybe do something. The Soul Catcher's on there, but Air actually backs off. TP incoming from Alchemist now in return. Vacuum in, still does a bit, but the Demonic Purge up an X5. Hey, Ice leaving his lane, gets hit by a torrent. Tries to go up in air, but already almost is forced back. Can't really continue. Don't go up the high ground, no. He is able to, oh no, that's a disruption up on air. He's alive. And that's gonna be almost a dead Alchemist, but a dead Broodmother as well. Kunkka ended up going down. Alchemist lived. But, I mean, that's not worth it.
It really isn't, because Ice is currently the most farm hero on the map, and he just left his lane to feed, basically. I mean, he got the kill, but it's, again, not worth it, and overall, just weird position by Zenith. I mean, XY, he went up the hill, tried to get something going, but nobody followed him, and oh, they're not even getting the Shadow Demon.
No, Wisp comes in, nice tether stuns. Maybe Ice can still do it, but it doesn't look like it. That's gonna be both going down. And I mean, I was really looking forward to Yamate's Queen of Pain, but he died 7 times.
Yeah, we were like, oh, Yamate can play really good Queen of Pain, and he can, but this game has been horrible for him. I mean, he's just playing overly aggressive without any farm to back it up. I mean, he has nothing, and he just still dives a tier 1 tower.
Yeah, he thinks living armor makes him invincible.
Yeah, basically. And I mean, yeah.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes, definitely, but not in this game, not anymore at least.
And especially not with the Alchemist around there. I mean, that acid spray will just put those charges off in no time.
Exactly. So, Zenith, it's really not looking good for them. I mean, the split pushing is only effective when the rest of Ice's team actually keeps them busy, but they're not, at least not for long.
And they're getting slaughtered. Like, normally, if you would have such a lineup, you'd see that, I mean, Broodmother will push, and the fights that happen on the other side actually are even trades. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they tap out. No surprise there. 14 minutes in, GG. This is, of course, game number 2, and Zenith took game number 1, so we will see a game number 3 between Rising Stars and Zenith. This is, of course, the grand finals of the Neolution GosuCup Asia number 7. Zenith making it through the loser bracket, getting dropped to the loser bracket by Mineski in the first round today. Of course, it started with 240 teams yesterday, and we are down to 4 teams at the start of the day, and these 2 teams are the only 2 left standing. Zenith through the losers bracket, Rising Stars through the winners bracket. No winners bracket advantage or anything like that, and we're just gonna see game number 3 of Rising Stars taking on Zenith, and it will happen in just a moment. I'm not even sure, like, normally we have Zenith and Rising Stars taking a bit of a smoke break, but this game was so fast. Do they even want to smoke already?
Nah, I think, oh, maybe to calm the nerves, like.
Yeah, they just got stomped.
Yeah, basically. We
So
can
they
put it
may
like this.
need a bit of a moment to yeah, to recuperate.
Yeah, gather the thoughts and maybe I don't know. It felt like it really didn't feel like that game. Everyone
No.
on Zenith felt really off.
Well, we're gonna see game 3. We're gonna see who is the winner of the Neolution GosuCup Asian number 7. So stick around. I will be back with you with the number 3 game of this best out of 3 grand finals. Don't go anywhere.